And down your recommended channel on the right hand side, it'll throw up.
Absolutely, and the thing is, you can soon go down this, and I ended up down this road, and I ended up becoming a proper. And you'll remember my Facebook post, I'm pretty sure, because I used to just put loads of crap on my Facebook feed, loads. And I got to the point where I was actually feeling really desperate about trying to make other people understand how I felt, thinking, how can you not see this? How can you not see this? Are you blind, kind of thing? And you get
wake up, sheeple!
yeah, basically. No, I'm not kidding. Right.
Genghis Khan. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Amish Inquisition.
Halloween special.
Spooky microphone.
There's nothing Halloween about it though, otherwise we've got an orange light.
Oh, we just played
horror top trumps.
Oh, right, okay, is that going out on the podcast?
Well, probably not, but
okay, that'll be cool. It's boring.
The Day of the Dead is upon us.
Is that in May?
Yeah.
Day of the Dead is Halloween.
Cinco de Mayo.
Is it?
Yeah. Cinco de Mayo.
That's 5th of May.
Oh, I think it's something else then.
The Dios del Muerte.
Dios del Muerte.
Oh, that's the Day of the Dead.
That's the Day of the Dead, but I don't think that's
I don't know what
Halloween
Cinco de Mayo is.
Is it Halloween?
Probably not.
It's on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Sam Hill.
Do you go trick or treating, Ben?
Yep.
Door-to-door begging.
I have a severed arm this year that I'll be incorporating into the
Have you seen that
pageantry.
on Instagram or something on the internet? I saw someone with a severed arm. It
On
looked
Reddit,
quite
I
good.
think.
Is it Reddit?
Yeah, you kind of use your own arm, and you're kind of holding your own arm, and it moves around, but it looks severed.
Yeah,
it's quite good.
It's good.
You've not said Twitter or anything.
Twitter
What do we
anything.
now? Surely we would have sunk our hooks in by now anyway.
We're on
so.
Twitter. You Google
Follow
the
us
Amish
on Twitter
Inquisition.
at Amish IQ Podcast. Email at
The Amish Inquisition.
How many emails have we got?
Spaz.
Gmail. Just Google it.
Just Google it. We're on Google Podcasts as well.
Well done.
No, I didn't do it.
All right, okay.
You know, after you said the other week
Yeah.
we should get on Google Podcasts, I went on it and searched and we were there.
We've picked us
Why?
up.
Don't know why.
Maybe it just puts
So you
them
can
all
follow us
together.
on Google Podcasts, iTunes. We need reviews for iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher,
iTunes.
Podbean.
Have we said iTunes? Said iTunes.
Yeah, it said
Patreon.
iTunes.
Can we
Google
get on
Plus.
CFAX?
CFAX.
doesn't-
You've got to get nearer that, Phil.
Bamboozle.
You've got, I'm pretty sure that it's stopped now, CFAX, hasn't it?
That's
It
it.
did.
Yeah.
About 20 years ago.
No, I think it was quite recently. It stopped.
It stopped for me about 20 years ago.
Oh,
Anyway.
right, okay.
Yeah.
Phil's here.
Yeah, hi.
Other Phil.
In the distance.
A fist away.
A fist away.
Fist away. How's
Yeah.
that?
We're getting
That's a good. That's a child's fist.
You're a bit hunched over.
Yeah.
I'll do.
Do we need to get some books to put it underneath the mic for you?
Can you not get on the table?
Can I get under the table? I can change the angle.
Change the angle of the.
Rotivate.
Maybe if I take that off. Pop guard.
Yeah, you can do if you want.
It's
I don't think
that's
it does
the best
anything.
bit.
No, no.
The fluffy bit.
So, is that
Oh,
picking
hey.
anything up?
Yeah, that's
Testing.
good, that.
1,
Yeah,
2.
Look
yeah,
at
we've
that.
got a level here.
No.
You've got peaks.
Oh, is it not as
That's
powerful?
a lot of
as that
flashing lights over on that screen. Which one's mine?
That one. The bottom one.
Wow, that's a bad mic.
Well, it's just weak.
Yeah.
It's weak.
It's a weak mic.
Sort it out in post.
Yeah.
Probably not a bad thing that nobody can hear.
Why is no one wearing headphones?
Don't need to, because Phil's here.
Because you're wearing them.
Yeah, and you're checking.
As long as someone wears some.
I'll
Yeah.
check. Yeah, fine.
Check. Can you hear everyone?
Check. I can hear everyone.
1, 2. You
Can hear you.
that.
Can you hear
Yeah.
that? Oh, there you are. There.
That's all
It's
we
fine
need to
then.
know. Yeah.
Happy days.
Come on then.
Trick or treating.
Yes.
So what do? Do you go? Is there just a few select houses that you know down your street, or do you just go random fire anywhere?
Just go around the village.
The whole lot.
Pretty
The
much.
whole-
Spend half an hour. I
All
suppose.
400 houses.
It's not a village. It's like a.
Hamlet.
more of a
There's
hamlet.
something I'm really conscious about here that I'm not aware of. I don't know if you have children or not. So while they're talking about
Yes.
you going off trick-or-treating, I've got these visions of this grown boat just setting off around the village.
Severed arm made out of a
Yeah.
fairy liquid bottle. Yeah, I've got a daughter.
Oh, okay.
5-year-old.
Right.
Yeah, we go trick or treating.
So you made the costume yourself?
Partway through it, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
What is the costume?
It's like a severed arm, but you end up holding your own arm, and it moves around, but it looks like it's cut off.
Oh my word!
It's pretty good.
And you've homemade this?
I saw it on the internet.
Yeah.
Was it on the Craftsman's YouTube channel?
No, I wish. Have you seen that, Phil? The Craftman?
I haven't, no.
Craftsman. He's a smooth-talking southern gentleman
He's a smooth,
who does
smooth geezer.
decoupage.
Decoupage. What is decoupage?
You're on it.
You're engaging with it.
Yeah.
Right, I'm with you.
Glue paper to
Stuff.
wood.
Is that what it is?
And varnish it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This was wood, and that was metal,
Excellent.
and now it's not.
Decoupaged.
It's been decoupaged. It
Decoupaged.
fucked up on this because it's thin metal. When I was doing it, it's flexed and moved, and that's what's giving you like the air bubbles.
This looks much
Whereas
better.
this is much smoother.
You need to get a razor down this edge.
Oh no! Well, I've got some angle profile check plate.
Of course you do.
I've got some angle profile check plate to go around,
Yeah.
aluminium check plate.
Oh, like
Like
stuff
tread
on
plate.
starships.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So that's a job for another day.
Very good.
I don't know how to affix it though.
No more nails.
Well, I thought about that. It's just a very permanent adhesive. But I don't want to see screw heads in it, you see?
Then you're going to have to
Velcro.
bite
Double-sided Velcro.
Can you
Yeah.
weld it
Well, that's permanent as well.
to the wood?
That's it. Yeah, that's a job for another weekend. I got some backlight for telly this
Yeah, I
week.
noticed that.
You see the
Oh.
backlight?
And beyond.
£9, Amazon. And it plugs into USB port on telly.
Does it change with the...
To one 13-amp fuse in the house. 13-amp switch fuse spare. We're not using it. Apart from that, because of that heat, other than that heater, it's all LED and fridge. Fridge and dryers in there.
And the other things that you keep forgetting about.
Yeah. That's the thing with LED lights, isn't it? They don't use any juice.
Nothing.
Next to nothing.
Yeah.
And a lot of battery. You know, the Borg cube is battery.
Mm-hmm.
These Star Wars things are battery. Iron Man's battery. Most of the LEDs are battery.
So do you sit in here sometimes, watch films and that?
Yeah.
It's called the Masturbatorium.
I watched Deadpool 2 for the first time
Oh, right.
the night. Has anyone seen that yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all seen it, haven't we?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, we got it. Oh my god. I thought the first one was good. The
Right.
first one was good. The
I did.
second one for me just blew it away with the boundaries they were pushing all the way through. The film was excellent.
Right. I
thought the second one was better as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
I had a bit of a feeling of they're just doing the same thing again.
There was that.
A bit.
Well, they are, but
But I got that with the second Guardians film as well.
Yeah.
Because in that respect, sometimes the first film has to be better because it's new and fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, yeah, but I did enjoy it. I did think it was good. I presume they're going to make a third one, aren't they?
yeah, because
Definitely, yeah.
Because it does so well, doesn't
it
it?
sets it
Yeah.
up, doesn't it?
Wasn't the first Deadpool the highest grossing R-rated movie
I think
of all time?
So
I would
think
imagine
so.
it'd be close because
think
it was well made. I think the second one, obviously they're going to incorporate a lot of the same ingredients for commercial reasons. They have to do that. They have to, whatever the winning formula was in the first film, they have to have a measure of that in the second one. I think what they put in that was new for me was driving at sexual boundaries.
Oh, right.
You know, the
Pick that up,
sexual
I remember
boundaries
that.
they were pushing out was just absolutely crazy, and I thought it was really good that they did it. Like, there's a scene towards the end where Deadpool's being cradled in the arms of that steel guy, you know, one of the
Colossus.
X-Men. Is that his name? Colossus. And it was all really homoerotic, the whole scene, but really funny and really well done, the way they did it. But I'm like, God, you know, it's like they're really pushing the boundaries. And
Have you not seen Top Gun?
I have seen Top Gun, yeah.
It's a joke, but that's notoriously very homoerotic, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it is. But it
I'll be
wasn't. It
your
wasn't
wingman.
just
I'll
that.
be wingman anytime.
There were
And they
the
whip each
other
other with
bits as well.
towels.
There was a scene where he was growing little legs,
Yeah, that's nice.
and they did the scene from was it Basic Instinct where he
Oh,
crosses his legs.
Yeah.
And he did it, and he actually sort of bollocks. He sort of meeting two vegs, little tiny baby meeting two vegs. When he did it, like just the scene, just the way they directed that scene was, I thought it was brilliant.
That's funny.
Who does them? Who directs the Deadpool films? Is it anyone?
Not a name I recognise.
No, he's not. I did look
I
at
presume
him.
it's the same guy who's done both.
I don't know. It might be.
It certainly does push boundaries. I think Deadpool 1 was the first time I'd seen pegging in a mainstream film.
Yeah, or a pegging joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she has the strap on, doesn't she? His missus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
I think also I think one of the ingredients that works for me in the Deadpool franchise is when they start making references to other films. You know, like he talks openly about
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, you're a really dark character. You're not from the DC universe. You know.
Yeah,
it's
it breaks.
good.
Does he break the fourth wall as well?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I think he does, doesn't he?
Talks
Breaks the
into-
fourth wall. The way he
Well,
looks
looks at the
into the
camera.
camera.
Engages
Yes,
the
Something
audience.
you
does.
don't see in
Yeah.
films often.
No, although more and more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
But if you
become
see,
more
but if you
fashionable.
see if you've ever seen the Deadpool comic strip, the whole comic strip's geared around Deadpool looking at you.
At the reader,
Talk-
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's very much that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I've never read it.
I've only seen bits, but the bits I've seen, he's looking at you and talking to you. You know.
Yeah.
So
What was
like-
the first film where they broke the fourth wall?
God knows.
is that what they call it then?
I should know the answer
It's not
before I
a term
ask
I've
the
heard before. Is that when
No.
you're looking at the camera?
We
now,
all
really?
did media studies, didn't we?
I did it for 2 weeks.
I did it for a month.
Yeah, I did it for a bit.
I'm pretty sure they do it in Ferris Bueller. So that was in the 80s.
Bueller.
I think it's come and gone quite a few times.
Probably some
As a
fucking
fad.
French avant-garde film did it first in
Well,
the
I think
1960s or something.
It got popular again, didn't it, after House of Cards? Because they did it in that.
Oh, do you ever watch House of Cards with Kevin Spacey on Netflix? The political show.
I haven't, no. I
He-
do like Kevin Spacey as an actor, not for his sexual orientation. Like, and he's a taste, and he's in
Sex
trouble at the
pesting.
minute, isn't he? Yeah, he's in trouble. But yeah, it was an actor. Yeah, I liked him in Usual Suspects.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, he was good in that.
Spoiler alert.
How many keys, you fucking cocksucker? What does Benicio Toro do?
Yeah, me a geez, you motherfuckers. Something like
So
that.
what about this House of
Louder,
Cards then?
please. Sorry.
Is that me or?
No, we're talking
Oh,
about
right,
Usual
yeah,
Suspects.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just went off on a tangent.
Yeah, this House of Cards. What happens in that?
He's I can't spoil.
It starts off as a whip, a party whip.
Yeah.
So he's whipping all the other politicians. He has the dirt. He knows all the backstabbing, all the tricks in the book about to bribe members of his party to vote
Yeah.
with the whip.
What was it?
Okay.
And he basically
Groucho Marx.
increases his power each season, and he ends up president.
Right.
But
Spoiler alert.
he famously breaks the fourth wall very sinisterly, which I hadn't seen before. Rather, whereas Deadpool does it in a joking kind of way,
Yeah.
he breaks it very sinisterly,
Yeah.
which was something I hadn't seen before in a film or telly, I don't think.
1930. Animal Crackers. Groucho Marx.
Oh,
Breaks the
fuck
fourth wall, engages the audience.
Fuck me, right?
Have you just done that now? You just googled that.
I just remembered it.
Oh, right.
You went into the Mind Palace, accessed it. Library B, floor 3.
Something about you, Phil, occurred to me on the way when you were on your way here. Two unusual facts about you.
Two unusual ones.
Yes,
Oh,
Okay.
we've been waiting to hear about these unusual facts.
right.
You said
Right.
you promised these
Brace
months ago.
yourselves.
Yeah, I'm doing
8
it.
months ago.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Get close to the mic.
you don't like Star Wars.
That's actually untrue. Okay. That is
Backpedaling.
actually.
Now he's going on live on the line.
Yeah,
He's worried about being trolled to death.
So no one knows your
I
surname.
enjoyed the first film when it came out.
Yeah. All right.
I thought it was an amazing experience. I mean, there wasn't a franchise at that point. It was 1977, 78. We queued up and watched it. And it was just the most amazing, groundbreaking, astounding piece of work I'd ever seen.
Age 9.
And then there were sequels, you know, there was The Empire Strikes Back, and what was the other one? The Last
Return of the
Return
Jedi.
of the Jedi. And
The fact that you struggled to remember the name of Return of the Jedi means you are not a fan of Star Wars.
Not massively, no.
No.
I'm not a fan. It's saying that I don't enjoy the films, I think is not entirely correct. I enjoy other films more.
Yeah. Well, that's fair enough.
That works, yeah.
And the other fact, was that you also do not enjoy Game of Thrones.
I've never watched it.
Never watched
Never
it.
seen it.
Imagine being able to binge watch the 7 series of
Jealous.
Game
Never
of
seen
Thrones.
it. Well,
However it
that's
is.
the line itself. I started to watch the first episode with Sinead, and Sinead continued to watch, and she watched it for about 2 or 3 seasons and then gave up. But I just lost interest.
Yeah.
I really did.
What was it that you lost interest in? All the sex and boobs.
I was good.
That's
man.
why. That's why. Yeah.
Once I've seen one man's head crushed by someone else's bare hands, I've seen it all.
I think for me, what it was, yeah. I think for me, what it was, I was probably expecting something else before I started watching it, and when it wasn't what I wanted it to be,
What did
I
you
shut
want it to
down.
be then?
Mr. Frodo!
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
What did you want it to be then?
I have no idea.
I don't know what I want it to be actually. I just.
Well,
I might go
say-
back and rewatch it, like, but
yeah. I
If
think you
any
need to.
more words come pouring out of your cunt mouth, I'm going to have to eat every fucking chicken in this room. That's my favourite line of a show ever.
Yeah.
The Hound, the Hound, the big champion.
No,
No.
I don't think he was even in it.
No, I probably
Really?
I know that Sean Bean's in it and some little guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
Don't
Sean
ruin
Bean's in
it.
yeah.
Sean Bean was in it. Yeah,
He's in it.
he's in it.
he
is in
was,
it.
and there's some girl with cracking body with blonde hair who's walks around naked a lot with dragons.
Ah, yeah, she's in
right.
it, yeah.
Daenerys Targaryen.
The mother of dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's all right.
She was in the last Star Wars film.
Yeah.
Was she?
Segue.
And
I'll
Solo.
watch it then.
Yeah, spin-off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was all right. It was okay.
No, I don't know what it is about Star Wars that I just can't. I don't know.
I love the whole mythos of it, you see.
A
The
lot of
whole
people
Jedi.
do.
There's a famous, who's that? Arthur. Not Arthur, author. That author who George Lucas and loads of famous writers based their story arcs on. I want to say Thomas Campbell, but it's not Thomas Campbell. The Hero's Journey is the book called.
Isaac Asimov.
No. It's called The Hero's Journey, and it's all about there's a guy he's to leave home in search of adventure.
Ah, right.
He will be tried, he'll
No,
lose his faith, and there's a famous
I
progression.
think is it
When was
not?
it? When were
Is
the
it not?
stories written? This century, last century? When?
No,
in
is
the
it not?
70s.
Is it not that's
Star Wars.
a famous? That's a story arc basically that's repeatedly used.
Yeah, it's the Bible.
An author wrote this
Yeah.
book. An author wrote this book, which became the blueprint for screenwriters.
God,
Yeah,
It's the
not God.
Bible.
It wasn't God.
it's the Bible. Leaves his little joinery business.
He doesn't join the
And
fucking
Rus-
Galactic Rebellion, though, does he?
He joins the Jewish Christian rebellion, doesn't he?
The People's Front of Judea.
Yeah,
The Judean People's Front.
yeah. You don't know. Yeah, but then that story arc can be applied to lots of different
Superpowers.
films, basically.
Superpowers. Yeah. Just take my word for it. There is a book that is famously used.
Yeah, the Bible.
No, a different book which is used. That's referenced by a lot of screenwriters as their inspiration.
The Torah, yeah.
No, it's The Hero's Journey.
Someone Google the heroes.
But I like all that mythos. I like the superpowers.
Superpowers are always good.
The Force, this thing that's in between all of us.
How much did you like the
Miraculous
midi-chlorians
force.
then?
I didn't like the midi-chlorians.
Do you not like the midi-chlorians explanation?
No.
At the time, I remember liking the midi-chlorian explanation.
Because it's like human evolution. You could see it as like a human evolution trait.
Maybe, I don't know. I just wondered where the force came from and how you were strong with it. He said, oh, it's midi-chlorians. And Darth Vader's are off the scale, basically. And that's why he tried to make him a Jedi, wasn't it?
Joseph Campbell,
Joseph Campbell. I said Thomas Campbell.
the hero with 1,000 faces.
That's it. Not The Hero's Journey.
Joseph Campbell, that name rings a bell.
Is that really a book? Or is he just said that?
Is he not the same guy who wrote The Power of Myth? Is it that Joseph Campbell?
Oh, maybe.
Are you sure is this a story?
No.
Or is he just Joseph Campbell? Is he just saying?
No, he's the author of
Is it that, or is he saying that it's a
The
common
Hero with 1,000
story?
Faces.
No, it's a concept. The concept
There
of the
you
hero's
go, it's a
journey was
concept, I
described
told
by the
you.
mythologist Joseph Campbell in his book The Hero with 1,000 Faces.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I've said, isn't
I think it's the
it's not a
same guy. I've read some of his work then, Joseph
It is a
Campbell's.
book, but it's not.
I
It's
have
not
read
a
some of his
story.
work.
No, it's a book. It's a blueprint.
Just
Yeah, but
So, ordinary world. So that's where it starts. Boring, kind of oblivious to his surroundings. then a call to adventure, refusal of the call, meeting a mentor, crossing the threshold, tests, allies and
Who's
enemies,
farted?
approach to the inmost cave, ordeal, reward, the road back, resurrection,
Told you.
and return with the elixir.
There you go.
Wow.
God. Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, you're not suggesting that Jesus was a myth, are you?
Or that God wrote the Bible.
I'm pretty sure Jesus exists.
Was it a historical figure?
Yeah.
Would you say that?
Yeah,
Ben?
definitely.
Um,
He's referred to in contemporary.
I'm just asking. I agree.
and did those feats in ancient times.
Yeah.
Phil, historical figure.
I haven't got anything to say on the subject just yet. It's just how it develops, because
See if he comes
I
back.
have mixed feelings about it. And did this person exist? It's a tricky one. That I don't think it's one that you can say yes or no to, because there just isn't any evidence either way, really, for me.
Is there evidence of other people existing?
Well, yeah, again,
Specific.
Again, the only evidence we have of people existing in the past is written evidence, and obviously using your common sense to think, people must have been before. We don't actually know beyond a certain point beyond
Statues
records.
and statues.
Yeah, obviously. I think personally, I think that somebody did exist around that time who was written about and was quite, well liked.
A big
for what he
personality.
said. Good public speaker, possibly.
Rebel.
Yeah, and stories, folklore, it grows. I've watched things. In fact, take Star Wars as an example. I've watched over the course of my life something go from just being a standard thing to suddenly it's almost a religion now. Over time, it gains momentum, and Star Wars is one of those things.
When you get your census, Jedi is one of the religions you can put down.
Yeah, and Klingon's a language you can learn at college as well,
Yeah.
apparently.
Enterprise, Higloop, Ivek, Edvejita.
You can actually go and learn it, can't
Do you know what that is? That's real Klingon, that. That was a Klingon sentence.
Enterprise. Hey,
Enterprise, Higloop,
Hey Gloop.
Edvejita.
Veg fajita.
Veg fajita.
That is Klingon for the Enterprise is under attack. Wake up and do something. Because I had a Star Trek alarm clock. And it had English or Klingon translation.
Excellent.
So that's what I woke up to every morning.
What else did it say? Did it say anything else?
It does the English, the
It was
Enterprise
cool,
under
that.
attack.
I remember that alarm clock.
And the saucer section came off.
Yeah.
Like the real Enterprise that Jean-Luc captained.
In case you have to...
Tea, Earl Grey, hot.
You had to jettison the core or whatever.
What film was it in where they had to do that?
It was the first one, was
the
it not?
Nexus?
Jettison the core.
I thought it was
No,
the
it was first. The one with Caligula in.
Did you separate the source section in the first one?
I'm sure they did.
I don't know.
I only remember the Whoopi Goldberg one, so that was a little much later.
Guinan.
And the Nexus was the
That's the one, Malcolm McDonald. Not Michael McDonald. It's fucking... Can't forget, I'm not alone anymore.
Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, it's in Clockwork Orange, yeah. The one with Shatner in. Generations. Star Trek Generations. That was the first one, wasn't it? The first film with Jean-Luc.
I don't know.
The one with Malcolm McDonald.
Yeah.
not
Oh,
Malcolm
when you were saying the
McDonald.
first film, I thought you meant the one where
The
they get
first.
the whales. or
The
whatever.
first New Generation.
Oh, no.
You're
that
talking
one.
about Voyager now, aren't you? You're talking about Voyager at the centre of that massive structure that apparently builds itself. That was the first Star Trek film.
Voyager?
Well, it was Voyager, yeah. The story was it was about this
What?
this super.
It was just called Star Trek the movie.
Star Trek the movie, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I can't remember that one. The only
Star
one I
Trek
can
the
remember
movie.
is
I rewatched it recently.
I can remember
just to see what it
I
was like.
It's
remember-
Voyager, isn't it? Though the story pivots on the
I
this
tried
massive
watching that, it was
superstructure that
rubbish.
threatens Earth. Right at the middle of it, it's Voyager, and it's come home.
Oh, right. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Voyager.
Right.
Is that when you have to steal the whales?
No,
no,
that's
that's later on.
All right.
Unforgiven Country or something.
That's the one I can remember.
I think it's Star Trek 4. That
Four,
one.
And I
yeah.
can remember
They
the Spock
hammered them
one.
out in no time, you
They
know.
did, yeah. They
Like
were
near
mad.
enough every 18 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
The Search for Spock, that was
it. I
one.
remember that one.
Yeah.
They're popular.
The Final Frontier. That was the one where they met the so-called God at the end, wasn't it?
Is that when they had to go around the sun at light speed?
No.
That was the one with the whales on Star Trek 4.
Was it? It's all the same film.
It is. Well, that's how I see Star Wars. You know, it's similar, isn't it? I think there must be something about Star Trek that I've locked into and I like, and I don't mind that a lot of it's the same every time. You know, there's always something there to draw you back. I think it's probably the same with Star Wars for you guys. I for me, it isn't there. You know, I just see it and I just see the same thing.
I think Star Wars is more of an action film than Star Trek.
Very much. Yeah,
more
it is.
intellectual.
Yeah, Star Trek is more drama,
Yeah.
more character
It was
development.
with
maybe. Spock and
yeah,
not Riker,
Riker.
Kirk.
You're saying it all. I just watched. Is it called The Last Jedi?
Yeah.
The one with the
the
Keira
worst
Knightley
Star-
look-alike.
The worst Star Wars film.
The one with the Keira Knightley look-alike.
Yeah.
Is that one? Yeah, I watched
The
that.
Phantom Menace.
It was pretty lame.
know.
There was one scene in it that I did enjoy. It was when Luke Skywalker was facing off those things. They were firing the shit out of him. They were shooting the hell out of him. But it was the
Oh yeah.
Astral projection.
Planet.
Yeah. yeah.
That's where Luke
That was
dies.
about the best scene in it. I didn't really.
Yeah, it was
rate
a
He
cool
tried so
planet.
hard he died.
Yeah.
I thought that was a bit shit.
Yeah.
I think it was a good touch putting that white salt over the red sand, and you
Yeah,
get this like
good.
red.
Graphically,
Yeah,
it looked great, didn't it?
I think it looked good direction wise.
I think it was just overly long and a bit boring, that film.
Yeah,
It
it
was,
wasn't. It was the second worst, probably Star Wars film.
I like the S&M fight in the Red Room.
Why do it S&M?
It's just what it was in my mind. And then they all had
The
masks
Red
on. Yeah. They all like the Imperial
It was
Guard
weird,
or
it was
whatever.
like a curtain dream, wasn't it? It's strange.
Yeah, and I didn't like his death either. He didn't,
Snokes.
He didn't do anything good,
With
did he?
the gold lame waistcoat on.
Yeah.
The fuck.
La May, motherfucker.
yeah.
So I didn't particularly enjoy that, and I needed a wee all the way through that one as well at the
Yeah,
cinema.
we've discussed that before.
That one and Clone Wars, I needed a wee all the way through.
Rogue One's good.
I like Rogue One.
Yeah.
Rogue One is a good standalone Star Wars
Yeah,
film
it's
to
quite
watch.
good. Just a good film.
Yeah, it's
I
just
don't
a
think
good
I've
film.
seen it.
It's a good one, that. It's on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is
I'd
it?
watch that.
Well, it was.
Oh, is it? I don't know. No, the first one,
Disney,
Force
innit?
Awakens, was on. I don't think Rogue One's been on.
Rogue
has it?
One has definitely been on
Has
Netflix.
it really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it.
Disney are creating their own streaming
I know they
vehicle,
are, aren't they?
so they're taking all the stuff off.
Yeah.
In fact, it's really annoying because a lot of the stuff, the publishers and production houses are just now creating their own versions
It's all
of
gonna be
Netflix.
separate, isn't it?
So you end up.
Amazon.
We already are losing like a lot of the programs.
Yeah.
I used to like watching some of the American cartoons, like Bob's Burgers has gone to Hulu, which you can't get in the UK.
Fragmentation of the market.
Yeah.
It's healthy, really.
It's not.
don't-
It's going to make people go back to
You don't want a
using
monopoly.
Kodi, where you have everything. It doesn't matter.
Do you not think it's all going to be free anyway? Eventually, it's just going to be ads.
I imagine.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to stream stuff
Plausible,
illegally.
that.
It's so easy. I think YouTube's going to take over the whole fucking lot.
Over the world.
Over the world and terrestrial TV. I think it'll kill terrestrial TV.
I don't watch Trek, which we spoke about this all the time, where I don't watch it like
Exactly,
TV
yeah.
anymore, except
So,
for
but
sport.
Who does watch it? Old people, probably.
My mum. No, in fact, my mum records hours, and she filled a 500 gigabyte TV recorder with fucking Midsummer
Flog it.
Murders.
Midsummer Murders?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
full.
fuck.
It's full. And she got, I'm having to delete a few things. It's full.
What
How
were the-
big is it? 500 gigabyte. It's not in HD.
What were the best daytime TV shows?
Homes Under the Hammer.
Homes Under the Hammer is my favourite one. Yeah.
What about I Have the Coasters? Diagnosis
Oh,
Murder.
Diagnosis
Now it's
Murder, yeah.
I
shite.
haven't watched any daytime TV for so long.
I know, me either.
Ironside.
I used to like something when I was off on holiday at
Bergerac.
school. It was like it had. I can't remember her name. She famously went out with Michael Jackson allegedly. She had strong eyebrows.
Janet Jackson.
No, it's his sister.
Went out with Michael Jackson.
She's quite a bit of a young. She's very young then.
Strong
I can't remember her
eyebrows.
name. What her name
Cindy
is.
Crawford?
No. But anyway, she was like right in
Brooke
front-
Shields?
That's
Brooke
it,
Shields, it is, yeah.
And she was in a newspaper thing,
Yeah.
sitcom, and it was on in the afternoons. And summer holidays.
Like suddenly Susan or something.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to enjoy watching that, and that was shit.
Countdown.
Well, 15-1 if you're going in that direction.
Yeah,
That would be
quizzes,
my personal
yeah.
favourite.
I do remember a daytime TV show that was on for a while with Des O'Connor.
Oh yes.
That's completely ridiculous. But so you had to watch it just because of how bad it was.
How
Before
doddering he
Des and
was.
Mel. Before
That was
Des and
Des
Mel.
and Mel. That was the
that
one.
was
That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, Des and Mel.
Mel Sykes. She's a psychopath, isn't she?
Is she?
Yeah.
What?
Really?
She's beaten up
Psychopath.
her, allegedly, beat up her partner.
Really?
And they
What,
got
over
her split
what?
up. I don't know, I think they were pissed or something.
Wow.
Fucking hell. And I bet she's tall, isn't she?
Yeah.
You know about it if she won't.
Yeah,
Long
you
levers. Long
Reach.
levers.
Long levers, yeah. Tiny fulcrums.
Look at the fulcrums on that.
Tiny. Oh, who came up with the fulcrum? Was it Pythagoras, maybe?
I don't know. I have to Google it again.
Be one of the ancient Greekies, won't it?
First person to make a seesaw, I reckon.
Is
Yeah.
he not the first person to describe it? Do you not think it was been in use for a while, the fulcrum?
I don't know. I've no idea.
I think it's the first person to describe
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So they go down and say they
Yeah.
claim and say they discovered it.
Maybe it was fulcrum.
Yeah.
Jimmy Fulcrum.
Massive fulcrum. Well,
It's like geometry, isn't it?
I feel
Are we consulting the Oracle here? Is that
yeah.
The Oracle at
Yeah,
Delphi.
Who invented?
I'm going to
No,
look
no.
at my side quest for this week in life. It's going to be looking into t-shirts, Amish t-shirts.
Oh yeah.
So I've got 2 design plans, ideas for a t-shirt. One is keep calm and sack Carthage,
Not done the Carthage joke for a while, have
Did
we?
it last week.
Did we?
and it'll say like in quotes where it does like a C full stop, Polybius 146 BC, or Scipio Aemilianus 146 BC. And the second concept is instead of carry on, what is it? Keep calm. Instead of keep calm,
Just carry on. What is it?
it's don't keep calm, go berserksies.
Oh,
Me and my wife were thinking about making a T-shirt for it. It just said "Go Berserksies" or just Berserksies on it with Xerxes going berserk. That's all you need. Berserksies. You don't need
Oh,
it.
right.
Keep calm.
I was just taking the
Yeah. You don't need to put that on.
What would it have on it? Just go berserksies.
Just Berserksies. That's it. And Berserksies underneath, going berserk.
I'm using it instead of beast mode now.
Xerxes.
So if I'm like threatening one of the kids, I go fucking, get in your room before I go into beast mode. I use go berserksies.
Did you just slip in an F word there?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
To him.
It was Friday night. Been a long week. What are you doing?
Just taking a picture.
like this Minotaur.
You said it the other
my
week.
cartoon.
No, I didn't. I didn't
did.
see it the other
This
week.
wasn't
This wasn't it.
decoupaged.
No,
this
you
week.
showed it him when you were hammered.
What does he say, the Minotaur?
I'm sure he
he's like at a conference and he's got a
Yeah, he's wearing a
badge.
suit and his
Ask
badge
me
says.
about mazes.
Yep.
Ask me about mazes.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Very witty.
good, whoever that is.
Very witty.
S Parks or
Was that
SP
the-
Arcs.
Out of the New Yorker.
Is it not Spark S?
Sparksies.
Berserksies.
Fucking hell.
Right. Right.
I saw Bohemian Rhapsody yesterday. And I thought it was very good. I enjoyed it.
Is it
Well,
made
First
from,
reviewer to say so.
Well,
I don't know. I'm
breaking
making
the
up.
mold.
Is it based on documentary or is it actors?
It's the guy out of Mr. Robot who was
Yeah.
in that.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Robot.
No.
Malik.
Remy Malik.
Rami Malek.
That's him.
Have you seen A Night in the Museum?
A Night in the Museum.
Is that
He's
night?
the last one.
Ricky
He's in
Gervais.
he's the pharaoh.
Oh no.
He's
no.
the young pharaoh
Yeah.
in the last one, I think.
So the two things I know him from, and that's
Which
it.
pharaoh was he?
Ramesses.
Ramesses.
Don't
So
know.
it's the Exodus, was it?
I'm guessing.
Ramesses II.
No idea.
Do you know what pharaoh he plays?
No,
Tut.
Ramses.
Tutankhamun?
Tutankhamun. Yeah, he was one.
Freddie Mercury plays in this.
Yeah. When I watched the trailers, I thought his prosthetic teeth would just
Too big.
No, they do. But at the start of the film, I was like, "Fucking hell!"
Yeah, and then you just get used to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It looks like they've broken the top part of his jaw.
Yeah, but you look at Freddy though; he did have big teeth.
Yeah, he
you
did,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
This
They were like, oh my god, they're real. You know.
I thought it was good.
Do you think they helped his voice? The teeth.
Apparently, he did do some singing in it, but then there was also that guy who. It's a guy who sings with them now.
Yes.
Who won American Idol. Or something.
Yeah.
He does a bit, and then
Yeah.
we've got some footage from
They still go on tour.
from Freddie. Yeah.
Queen.
Was I just remembered a load of Queen songs as well while watching the film, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It culminates in Live Aid.
You got two major factors at play there, aren't you? With Freddie Mercury, you've got his voice, which was absolutely fucking amazing, and his delivery, his vocal delivery. But he was also he was a really accomplished musician, and he had a hell of a presence on stage. You know?
Yeah.
You know, to find somebody to fill those shoes. I mean, they're getting this American Idol guy. I wonder if they've actually done it there. You know, whether they've just gone for let's get the voice, or just let's get the look.
I don't know.
I thought the guy from Free was singing with him for a while.
He did. I think he did.
Paul Rogers.
Paul Rogers, yeah.
He did.
He did do for a bit. Yeah.
Probably got sick of the drummer. He's supposed to be a nightmare, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah.
What's he called?
Roger Taylor.
Taylor.
And Brian May seems like a bore, doesn't he?
Oh,
He's
don't
just a nice
don't mention
guy.
fucking astronomy. Fucking hell, you'll be there for hours.
It's the,
Right, okay.
I thought it was very good.
There we go. What was your favourite bit?
I liked all the music bits.
Is it like a musical then?
No, it's like a biopic, I guess.
Is it?
Of the band. It's not just Freddie.
No, that's rubbish.
I like some of the stuff in the studio. Mike Myers is in it. Plays a guy.
Freddie Mercury. He's
Like a record producer.
because there was a quite popular musical, wasn't there? We Will Rock You.
Yes.
Is it not like based on that?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's a more serious film.
It's a little bit more serious. It's family friendly. I know they wanted
Oh, it's not gritty
Sacha-
then. It's not a gritty film.
No, Sacha Baron Cohen was going to be
Yeah,
in it.
dropped out, didn't he?
Yeah, he wanted to have it more adult and probably more gritty. But
Because they spent quite a lot of time in Berlin, I think, and a lot of sex and drugs happened there, didn't they?
yeah, there was that's in the film.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did they show some gay sex?
It's child friendly.
No. They showed gay kiss.
Yeah.
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 What's its rating?
I don't know. 12, I think. 12A.
Wow.
Right.
Does it go all the way through to his death as well?
Spoiler alert.
He gets diagnosed. No, it ends after Live Aid.
Thanks.
Every
Live
time.
AIDS. He has live AIDS.
That was the second one, wasn't it? Live 8.
Yeah, it's Live Aid.
Yeah, Live 8.
What was it that?
85.
Because they were really, really popular in America, wasn't it? Weren't they? Sorry. And then why did he never recapture that fame in America? Did he explain that?
He said he was never going to tour America again. I can't remember why. I think it's because they were all asking him about his sexuality.
Oh, right, okay.
They're a bit kind of.
Yeah.
He said
Hyper-religious.
in private they're all perverts essentially, but in public they're completely
Like everyone.
yeah, quite the opposite.
Mm.
Yeah, so strange. Yeah, it was good.
True.
It
Good.
just doesn't appeal to me, the film. I don't think I'll watch it.
I'm not a massive Queen fan, but I think
You are now.
I like Queen more now than I did.
Do you have
before,
a
like,
favourite
so-
track, a favourite song by Queen?
Big Bottom Girls.
Seven Seasons
Not
of
really,
Life.
no, not a favourite. They're kind of like middle ground.
So I grew up through the whole Queen thing. You know, I remember Bohemian Rhapsody being number one for about 4 years. It was just number one every week forever. I was only young at the time. I was probably only about 7 or 8, but I just remember it just being on telly all the time.
Really?
And
That's a bit tedious.
I think that, I don't know, it's sort of, I put me off Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't think it's the best work. I really don't.
No?
I like, there's a song they did called Don't Stop Me Now.
Oh yeah.
That for me is so dynamic, and that's my favourite of theirs, you know.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Fat Bomb Girls is a good one.
Yeah.
They did the soundtrack
How
to
it's a
Flash Gordon,
They
didn't
did.
The 80s one.
Flash.
Did it?
Gordon's alive.
And
It's every one of us.
Highlander.
And Highlander. I
they?
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Who Wants to Live Forever?
Oh, yes.
That was on the highlight. That was that's a brilliant song. Haunting, isn't it? Who Wants to Live Forever? Absolutely, sends the hairs up on the back of your neck.
That's a good sign.
Genius.
On the back of my back.
But yeah, they did the whole soundtrack for that film Highlander,
did.
didn't they?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've done a sort of Killer Queen. That's an iconic song.
There's loads.
You know, there's a dozen, isn't there?
There is. There is.
It's a kind of magic.
That's from Highlander.
It is Highlander 2.
Is it?
Highlander 2.
I can't imagine it.
It's just on every
It's the one
advert
with-
known
or
to
is it the
man,
one with
isn't it?
Sean Connery? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people rate him as like the best rock band ever, don't they?
Ever.
Not me, but
No.
No,
I wouldn't go with that.
Subjective, that.
I think they're a bit.
Yeah.
Everybody likes something different, you know, and that's how it should be.
yeah. Yeah, you can't say the best, you can only say my favourite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't you?
You're discounting Papa Roach
Yeah.
there.
You can't say, empirically, you can't say Led Zeppelin are the best band ever. Because you can't, because you can't,
Best
you
band
can't
ever.
quantify it, can you? It's completely subjective.
It is,
The
it
only
is.
thing is my favourite band is, and you can argue the toss.
A lot
Well,
of
it's
people,
Papa
Roach. Changes though as
find
well.
agreement in that they're good, you know, like Queen. So yeah, I like them, and quite a lot of people think yeah, I do. Might not be the favourite.
If you were empirically measuring, like say, who is the best guitarist in the world, it
How
would
would you do
probably
it?
be it'd probably be Joe Satriani or Steve Vai.
technically,
Yeah, because like you can measure proficiency, but as far as artistry, you can't measure that. Like some of my favourite guitar players play bad notes sometimes, or dissonant,
Or all the time.
Oh, yeah, C6 Steve.
Yeah.
Trying to think of my
you see, if you
favourite
put
songs.
that out, it's like you were on about YouTube taking over the world. If YouTube decide to take it themselves to this massive public thing where they say, right, we want the best guitarist in the world. We want to find out who is the best guitarist and get it out there and get everybody to post the videos and people to vote on it. It wouldn't be Joe Satriani. It wouldn't be Steve Vai.
No.
It'd be some unknown guy from Ethiopia that just, you know what I mean?
Playing the Mario Brothers
Yeah.
theme.
So, yeah, but really well.
Yeah.
Better than anybody else in the world kind of
Yeah.
thing, you know. But yeah, it's probably, it's like the best guitarist, the best known guitarist, the best one who's
The best guitarist known to man.
known to man. Yeah.
Known to all men.
Who's your favourites, Phil?
I like guitarists. There's some guitarists I like you, a guitarist actually.
Ooh.
Not bigging you up or anything, but I like
No,
your style.
do.
But, I don't know really. I liked Hendrix because I grew up with him. You know, there's
Strong top 5
Yeah.
guitarist ever.
Yeah.
Hendrix. He'd be probably be my number 1, but he's definitely a top 5. A lot of people would say Dave Gilmour would be a top 5 as
Yeah,
well.
he's okay. See, Dave Gilmour wouldn't be my top 10, but I do
No.
like him as a guitarist. You know,
Just
Mark
goes on a bit,
Knopfler.
doesn't he?
Knopfler.
Knopfler. Now he's chicken picking.
Chicken picking, yeah. I quite like that.
He's a guy where if you hear a song, you don't need to know its dire straits to know that that's Mark Knopfler
Yes.
playing. He
Yeah,
has his
signature
own sound.
unique style.
Very few.
yeah.
That's something very few guitar players have. Hendrix had it.
Yep.
I'd argue Keith Richards has it.
Jimmy
With
Page.
the Stones. Page, yeah, 'cause it's shit. Yeah. And out of tune.
Wow.
And
Played with a
plagiarised. Who else would be
Ongoing,
up there?
that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Again.
Taurus.
Who else would be up there? I love Adam Devlin from the Blue Tones. He's probably my favourite
Adam
guitar player.
Devlin, right.
I love his style. He's another one where I know a song. I know it's a Blue Tones song because I recognise his playing.
Who's the guy from? I can never remember the bloody names. Morello.
Tom Morello from
Rage
Rage.
Against the Machine.
Just for that track, the guitaring on that track. I don't know how he's playing guitar at rest at time, but
That's
Yeah.
not guitar playing.
is it not?
Fuck me.
You see, you're technically adept at this, and I'm just going by what I like.
It's
the sound
noise
of.
making.
Well, hang on.
He does do really good riffs though, like the big meaty metal riffs. the hooks to the songs. He's
Down,
great
down,
at that.
down,
Drop
down,
D.
down, down.
Yeah, Cold Cheese, Audio Slave.
Cock cheese.
Cock Cheese.
Cold cheese.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Who's cold cheese?
Cold Cheese. Audio Slave.
Audio slave, yeah.
Okay.
Who else is up there? I'm trying to think. I should know this. A lot of people would say like George Harrison would be up there.
A lot of Beatles fans would say that.
Yeah. Well, it's like playing less is more sort of thing, and knowing when to play and what to put in the right place. That he had a gift for that, even though technically he wasn't as proficient as whoever. But yeah, I just don't listen to music anymore though. Very rarely now. I listen to podcasts and audiobooks all the time. Don't listen to radio.
He just listens to this podcast over and over again,
Yeah,
don't
just
he?
to get the listeners up.
Get the count up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hit count.
Yeah.
What about Matthew Bellamy?
Ugh, no.
Not a fan.
Ugh, no.
No.
Ugh. Don't like music. Don't like his voice either.
No.
He's got a massive
like
ego,
music,
that guy.
okay.
Have you ever seen him interviewed?
No?
Yeah.
Matt Bellamy. Oh. His
Is he a twat?
ego is expanding so fast. His ego's so big. The universe isn't expanding fast enough
That's what they write the songs about.
I'm pretty sure.
to accommodate Matt Bellamy's ego.
Did some of our friends, did you not go and see them at Action Records?
Yeah, I did.
There was
Did
a
you?
few.
Aaron, yeah, we did. And they played an acoustic set at Action Records.
Really?
And Aaron got the CD. He bought the album, the first album. Goes, I'm going to go and get it signed. Are you not getting one? I went, nah, they're not going anywhere, these lads. Fucking shit.
I think he gave me that CD for a birthday a few years later.
Oh, no. I
Pretty
think
sure.
he did, yeah.
So
I bet he regrets that. I wonder what that would be worth now.
Not as much as my signed debut vinyl
Fellas.
7-inch. Which I got for 99p from Virgin
Oh, I've got
Records,
I've got them. Found them.
Really? Which Virgin Records did you get that from?
Manchester.
You're a
in
big
the
Muse
Ardennes.
fan, aren't you, Phil?
I was for a while. I float in and out of having favourite bands. Like Queen, years ago, was probably one of my favourites at the time. And so was Muse for a bit. But yeah, I got bored of them. I think they're just pumping out.
Formula 8 now.
What do you think
Yeah.
about
That's what I
like
think.
supergroups? Because some of them turn out quite well. How would you respond to Huey Lewis and the Muse?
Listen to the news. Yeah.
Audio Slave was good. Their first album was really good.
Yes, it was excellent. Rocking.
What's that?
You see, you got me
Them
into
Crooked
Chris
Vultures.
Cornell.
Chris Cornell's.
Yeah.
Yeah, his first solo album, Euphoria Morning, it was one of my favourite albums of all time.
He's got a great voice, hasn't he?
And amazing, and
Did
the
have.
way he writes songs is fucking weird and unique.
And then,
He's got
he, and then he
something
went and
about
killed
him.
himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's near the same time as the Linkin Park man.
Did you not do it before or after?
He was before
And
Linkin
then
Park
he was
man.
friends with him,
They
wasn't
were
he?
very
yeah,
close
yeah.
friends, yeah.
They clustered.
And Linkin Park man, I believe, was abused as a child.
Chester
Right.
Bennington, is
Yeah,
that?
I don't know.
That's him. Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, they both hung themselves in the same circumstances, didn't they?
The hotel room.
I don't know the
believe-
reason why.
Weren't they both on pain pills? Addicted to pain pills?
I don't
and
know.
sleeping pills and shit?
Oxycontin.
I heard. I think you might be right. Saying
I think
they
they
had
were both-
addiction issues.
Yeah, and probably both suffer from depression.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm
So-
sure.
Bad mates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chris Cornell definitely was taking antidepressants. It's tragic. You think they've got everything in the world, don't you?
Really good-looking man as well, Chris Cornell. Isn't
Beautiful man.
He? Was,
Not a
wasn't
strong-
he?
Problems are relative, aren't they? To where
Yeah.
everybody has problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
I forget
escape
it all
them.
the time, but yeah, you can't. No matter
No,
where
no.
you are in life, there's going to be something. That,
It always comes to like Outlook a lot to me.
What, emails?
Yeah. It's like
365 is pretty shit. isn't it?
sometimes when I'm
No,
feeling.
don't talk to me about 365. Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm feeling, if I start to feel down, I think, why are you feeling like this? Look at what you have, rather than what you haven't got.
It can make you feel worse.
No, it doesn't. for
Beating
me.
yourself up.
No, I think I mean,
I suppose you're not doing it. to
when
beat
would be a
yourself up,
better
are you?
time to have been born? Forget,
15,
Time of the dinosaurs.
17.
and then to be born in a Western democracy,
Mhm.
and to be born a white male.
In a time of peace, there's no war at the minute.
That was a joke.
Oh, right.
Fingers crossed.
There's no.
I thought he was going to admit to being part of the patriarchy. Then
I think
I'm a card-holding member.
think back to my childhood. I mean, I was born in the 60s, the late 60s, you know, and it was a good time, you know, the 70s.
Cold War.
It was a good time. I mean, I remember when I was
Threat
little.
of nuclear annihilation.
Well, we had that in the 80s. That came in the 80s. It wasn't really a thing in the 70s. In the 70s, it was well, punk came along.
Cuban
didn't it?
Missile Crisis, though.
That was sort of. I was too young to remember that. I do very vaguely. One of my first memories is the moon landing. Watching that on telly.
Really? You watched
Yeah,
that live?
I did. And
How old were you?
I was probably about 2 or 3.
Oh,
two,
fuck.
something
Right,
like that.
so-
I was 69, so I was 2 and a bit. But all I remember, it's a very vague memory, is looking at black and white TV for hours on end at this triangle. It was the window, the porthole on the
camera looking
triangle.
out.
Thing.
Yeah, and just all this grey stuff flashing past.
And it'd be black and white, this.
Yeah. Any other memory I'll give you now will be made up. That's the only bit I do remember, but obviously it does actually land at some point. But I do remember watching that, yeah.
Fuck.
Nice.
That
The
was
thing
a
is,
long
you're
time.
too young to understand the magnitude of what you were
Yeah.
watching.
Just that something
Absolutely.
massive was happening.
But everybody was there, you know. I mean, you know, my aunties and uncles were all watching it on our telly. I remember the room being full of people.
Do you think they even landed on the moon?
See, so
I'll
it's
tell
in
you
the
what gets
triangle.
me. I
now.
go on Facebook just to troll the flat earthers. Do you know I do that?
Yes.
It's great fun. You have to try it. You really do.
Yeah. Well, I think we might know a mutual borderline flat earther, but I'm not going to say any names. I'll tell you after. I'll tell you later.
Hey, I don't know who that is. Now that you're saying we know that this person is a borderline flat earther, I'm thinking there's only a couple of people I know who are capable of being there. One of them be. Hey, this is being recorded, isn't it? No, it probably doesn't. I don't know. I'm not
You're right. First guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just
Borderline.
interesting.
He's a massive conspiracy nut.
This is the thing. I've been there as well. I've been in and out of that pit. I got sucked in. I got sucked into it all with the
Zeitgeist. The movie?
No. It was probably a little bit before that. But yeah, no. Mostly for when they all sat outside in Times Square.
Tiananmen Square.
Not Times Square. What was it? That park, Central Park.
Right.
And they all camped out against the Wall Street.
really? When was this?
The 1%. The 1%.
Anonymous.
It's funny how it's
guys.
dropped out of everybody's minds, but it happened for months.
Oh, I remember them
Occupy.
doing it. They did it.
Occupy, that's the one.
Occupy
Yeah.
Wall Street, wasn't
Now,
it?
isn't it odd that it took all 4 of us to think then about the
Well,
actual
isn't
event?
it
We didn't
because someone actually did the calculations and realised that, I mean, we're all in the 1% globally.
Well,
Way up in the top.
the reason I'm going on about this is because that was my gateway drug into conspiracy. So I got into that, and I started to read. You know, what's his name? The other guy who does all the who did the Bohemian Grove bit.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones, him, yeah.
That's hardcore.
Yeah, yeah.
Info
Yeah,
was.
He's gone from the gateway drug
Yeah,
to
yeah.
fucking crystal meth.
Exactly. Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, well, you work your way to it, and then you start reading into it, you're reading in, and then you get into all these blogs off mainstream. You start listening to things. The thing
YouTube rabbit holes.
Yeah, YouTube rabbit
it's
holes
so easy. I'm not kidding, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how safe you think you are. I think, I'm never going to think like that. It's so easy just to be very, very gently nudged in that direction.
9/11.
What's
And all
the,
that, yeah, 9/11, all the
What's
conspiracies.
the phrase that about people say about news now, because it's all tailored to what you've been watching?
Echo chamber.
Yeah.
Echo chamber.
Being part of an echo chamber. So if you start watching or Googling certain things will be suggested to you.
Yeah.
So you,
Yeah, if
that
you
will
watch a
guide you
conspiracy, a 9/11 conspiracy
And then
video on
eventually when
YouTube,
you will then-
and down your recommended channel on the right hand
Alex
side,
Jones will be there.
it'll throw up.
Absolutely, and the thing is, you can soon go down this, and I ended up down this road, and I ended up becoming a proper. And you'll remember my Facebook post, I'm pretty sure, because I used to just put loads of crap on my Facebook feed, loads, and I got to the point where I was actually feeling really desperate about trying to make other people understand how I felt, thinking,
that's
how can
it,
you not
you were
see
there.
this? How can you not see this? Are you blind, kind of thing? And you get
Wake up,
sucked in-
sheeple!
yeah, basically. No, I'm not kidding. Right. Jump to the present. You know, I'm not there anymore. I sort of realised it was all crap, but it takes a while before you do that. It's almost like being. I was brought up a Catholic, Now that's a similar kind of thing because
Conspiracy.
well, yeah, you know, I mean, I'm not religious. I'm totally atheist. I was brought up in a Catholic household, and totally atheist. I am totally. I'm not even Gnostic or agnostic or anything. I'm completely it's
Totally atheist.
total, absolutely hardcore. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, I've lost my train of thought now. I was going down this path, and I don't know where you end up in this place. Anyway, I nearly had a mental breakdown as a result of it. You know, mate. Fucking hell.
Because you were worried.
Oh yeah, I think it's what drove me. Yeah, you can become very paranoid.
Yeah, I get that.
It is so easy to do. I'm not kidding. It's so easy to get. You think, oh, you're not going to believe this.
On a Sunday night.
No, you do. You get dragged in, and then I pull myself out of it like you do, you know. And then when you look back, you think, how the fuck did I ever get involved in that kind of crap?
How did you get perspective then?
What was your methadone?
How did you wean yourself off?
I can't remember the trigger. I can't remember the actual event that made me go, stop a minute, you know. Yeah, no, I don't know. I think it was a gradual thing. It was gradually in and gradually out.
Right, okay.
But
that's quite recently, though, isn't it?
It is. We're talking, you know. I mean, yeah. I was probably about 4 years ago, maybe. Yeah. Really.
Sure, you're recovering.
Conspiracy
theory. That's me. Yeah, but
you'll always be a conspiracy theorist.
But yeah, you just
But now you're in recovery.
Yeah, I think that one of the things is you start to think critically about things. I think that's important, and you start to attack any cognitive dissonance you might be experiencing. So that's the really tricky bit, because if you're experiencing cognitive dissonance, generally you're the last person to know that you're experiencing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I go with religion, really. Same kind of thing, but yeah. You start
the opiate of the masses.
Yeah, you start to instead of trying to invent things to make your reality true, you start to stop inventing things. You start to have a look at the facts and think, right, come on, let's break this down. Let's apply a bit of critical thought. Let's think, how does this work? And over time, you start to get the facts.
Yeah.
I'd
separate religion from faith, though. I see religion as a man-made construct, whereas faith is something separate. You don't have to be religious to have faith. I would say. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, probably.
I do, actually, yeah.
Religions, I think, in general, are probably a bad thing because they're run by men, and men are corruptible and weak. But faith is something individual. I think
it is. It's subjective. I think my biggest problem with religion is that it's used for power reasons more than anything else. You know, people are manipulated through religion to act upon somebody else's desires.
What about the Mormons, though? The Mormons are supposed to be ace, like the nicest people you'll ever meet. Wouldn't do a bad thing to anyone. You know, like the South Park guys, when they did the Book of Mormon.
Yeah.
And the Mormons took out an advert in the program where it was being shown.
Yeah, now check out the real Book of Mormon.
Yeah. It's like they'll just take ultimate flack, and they seem like really nice people.
These are the people that knock on your door dressed in suits, aren't they? Yeah.
They're supposed to be like nice guys.
Well, they've got like 7 wives.
I don't think that does any harm. I think the problem with religion is that it's inevitable that it becomes corrupt at some stage. Because, you know, it's just a matter of time.
Maybe.
Before a bad apple gets to the top. And what about Scientology? I mean, that's fucking nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Tom Cruise video where he's getting his medal?
Yes.
It's like a fucking dinner plate.
Yeah.
The Intergalactic Hero Thetan number 12 medal. I mean, it just makes you think, fucking hell, is he barking?
It's not a religion, though, is it? It's a cult.
What's the difference?
Well, exactly. But I think
one has acceptance, doesn't it? Basically, and the other doesn't. Socially accepted, and the other isn't.
In a religion, your main guy's dead.
Right.
In a cult, your main guy's still alive.
There you go, then.
So you're saying that Christianity was a cult then before?
Of course, it started as a cult. Yeah, it's just a numbers game, I think, between a cult and a religion.
So all religions started as cults, then, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess so. I like all the pagan ones. They're cool.
I don't think
Saturninus.
they probably never started as cults, and yet today they would be more associated with cult
Right.
behaviour.
In like Babylonian times, the religion, like the village religion, had an idol that was worshipped as the god, and as a punishment, incursion tribes that were in countries that were incurring and taking over would take the god away, and it would be like the end of the world. It's like some statue. They worshipped it like a god.
The pagan religions worship more kind of tangible things rather than people, so they worship the earth and the sky and the moon and the sun and all that sort of stuff, all that good stuff. And the Egyptian religions weren't based on the ancient Egyptians didn't base their
the
religions
pharaohs were
on
gods,
a
weren't
person. They were they seen as God's man on earth sort of thing, like the Pope, I guess. In Christianity or Catholicism. I don't know, it's weird. It's definitely not. There's definitely no people involved.
It's funny how we only have monotheistic religions now, where they all used to be polytheistic,
Yeah.
like the Greeks and the Romans.
Fashion, isn't it? Fashion.
Well, I think the Jewish religion's probably the oldest monotheistic religion, isn't it?
What about Hindus?
Many
They're
gods.
polytheistic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but
Yeah,
that's still,
they're still around, yeah. But I mean, out of the big five, 4 are monotheistic, aren't they?
What about the Chinese religions? What are the religions there?
Buddhism.
Buddhism, yeah. And there's Taoism, isn't there?
Possibly.
The Tao.
Yeah.
The Tao Te Ching.
There are thousands of religions, aren't there? If you add them all up, even the small ones, I think it's in the thousands.
I think a lot are associated, though.
They find these uncontacted tribes in the Amazon. I bet when they go down and make first contact with them, I bet they have their own religious beliefs.
They generally do have
no
their
religious.
It is.
That's what's interesting about being an atheist. Is that all throughout history, religion has been ubiquitous. Is this the first time where we've had atheists?
No, definitely not. I think religion must stem from 1 or 2 big personalities at the time who again push ideas.
Dale Winton and Forsyth, Bruce Forsyth.
Yeah,
They could start religion then.
Both
Good.
dead. Not
Yeah,
called
they're gonna be
religion.
resurrected.
Yeah.
not all religions have resurrection.
The all
Did
erections.
they not?
I don't think so.
I think they do. Probably.
Did they?
I'd have thought so. Can't
Nah,
think of any
I
that
don't
don't.
think so. Scientology.
Maybe
Well,
Islam.
going back to Scientology,
I don't
have you,
think
have you
something-
read the Ask Me Anything on Reddit?
No.
Is it Ramini?
Leah Remini, yeah.
Leah Ramini.
Oh, she escaped Scientology.
Her
Leah
family-
Remini.
Very
Yeah.
clear.
What was these soap opera sitcom she was in?
The King of Queens, was
King
it?
of
Yeah.
Queens.
Was it that?
That's it, yeah.
Kevin James was it?
She
So
was
what-
also in
what-
Old School.
Right.
She was pretty fit, actually.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I liked her. What's she
Do you
doing?
remember it?
I don't.
No, right. Oh,
Yeah.
you're nodding.
What's the story, though? She escaped Scientology.
Well, she... Yeah,
Ask me anything.
Yeah, she was just, well, people ask her anything, don't they? So it's just random questions. But yeah, there's loads of weird stuff.
Are you familiar with Reddit, Phil?
Yes.
Right. People put on, celebrities come up and they say, ask me anything. I'm Jordan B. Peterson, ask me anything. I'm Leah Remini,
I just looked
ask
at
me
the
anything.
home page of Ask Me Anything and they put it in order of popularity, and I think
She was top.
she's near the top
Right.
with Obama and
Dale Winton.
Jordan B. Peterson.
He was up there.
And then B
Wow.
Johnson, B Peterson.
There's quite a lot of trolling of him with people saying I am a lobster, which made me laugh.
No, that's not trolling. That's support.
Is it all right?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the king of the lobsters.
Oh, right, okay. I thought
Jordan
it
B.
was trolls.
Peterson.
It's weird, right? Because all that shit, the only mention of lobsters in the book is in the first
Chapter.
chapter. So it's like these people have read maybe the first chapter and then gone,
Ah, this is boring.
well, just, yeah.
His point is that hierarchies have existed since...
Lobster time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't just exist.
Before there were trees.
Do you just want to put Jordan B. Peterson's name on this podcast so it gets like 500 downloads again?
Yeah, man, yeah. Go for figures, chat. Yeah, it's all about hierarchies.
But he wouldn't, but he wouldn't someone asked him a question about and they called him fanboys, trolling other people. And he said, well, first of all, I wouldn't call them fanboys, but he refused to not condone.
Condemn?
Yeah, to condemn. Yeah, the other way.
It's a long way around.
Yeah. He wouldn't basically say it was wrong of them to troll other people on his behalf. He got around it somehow.
Oh, well. The thing is, someone doing one thing wrong doesn't mean I'm going to disregard everything else they do.
Well, basically, that's what he said. And
his material is still great.
And he said then, well, everybody I meet at my lectures are normally really polite and pleasant.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So there you go.
He's sort of dropped off the radar recently, hasn't he? There's not much going on
He
with
said he's booked up for 2 years.
Fucking hell. Are you familiar with Jordan B.
16 hours a
Peterson?
day,
Not at all.
he said.
Wow.
Jordan B. Peterson, B. Peterson.
He's had a meteoric rise to fame in the last sort of 12 months.
Okay.
He's a Canadian professor of psychology.
Of B. Peterson.
And Canada introduced this law called Bill C-16, which...
It's about Bill Cosby.
no, it's about using gender pronouns, I think it was.
Right.
Writing into law, and it was seen as compelled speech. The government...
Did it have free speech in Canada?
No.
Nowhere else.
So what's this law again? Just outline it for me.
It was to do
America
with
does, doesn't it?
using people's gender pronouns, preferred gender pronouns.
It does.
Like Z and Zer and Them.
America.
Here.
USA.
No.
And he saw it as an attack, as a law for compelled speech, and he went on a crusade against this bill.
Right.
And started appearing on YouTube and on TV, and had a meteoric viral effect, and he's become like a big. His book has been top at New York's bestsellers list for months, hasn't it? This
Has
year.
the law been repealed now? Has it been dropped?
No.
Okay. So
was
he's still
the
on
law
his
again?
crusade then, yeah?
Well, I don't know.
It's turned into something else now, isn't it?
Yeah,
basically?
it's gone big, bigger in concept as well.
He's a clinical psychologist, but he works with anxiety and depression, doesn't he? I think, but he already had some, like, you could buy an online like self-help guide to help you with anxiety or depression or different things, and then buy all of this extra publicity. He's also written this. Well, he might have been doing it anyway, but he's written this 12 Rules for Life or something.
Yeah, it's his second book.
Yeah. He's got really, really popular off the back of it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And he's to be fair, he's quite good at debating.
Incredibly intelligent.
And he's very good at putting his point across. But
He's an inspiration to young men, in particular. Suicide is one of the biggest killers of men of our age. And it's tragic. And it appeared to him that it was because a lot of men have no meaning in their life. And his first book was called Maps of Meaning, and his second book was called 12 Rules for Life.
12 Trolls for Life.
Have you read any of these books?
Yeah, it's on the shelf if you want to borrow it.
I won't mind.
But you want to watch his YouTube videos because he's so passionate when he speaks as well.
I've read that one.
He's very good. He's very good at doing lectures.
Yep.
Apparently,
Yep.
I've not really read into him that much. I've just seen him a few debates and stuff. But he's into religion, isn't he? And
He's a theologian.
He's a theologian, yeah.
He says
Christian.
everybody's innately religious, basically. But I'm sure. I was talking to another person about him the other day at work, and he said he's in a debate with the guy who wrote The God Delusion.
Richard Dawkins.
Apparently, yeah, and he's trying to say that Richard Dawkins was religious somehow. I can't remember what he was saying about it. He said he
Atheism
wasn't
can
very
become
good.
a religion.
Well, I was going to say
I
that.
suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's what he was saying.
What's the difference between an atheist and a humanist?
Don't know.
Don't know.
I thought an atheist, you had to be active in your persuasion of other people that there's no God.
Oh, is that right?
I thought, but I might be wrong.
I don't think that's me.
I would call myself agnostic, probably.
Agnostic.
Yeah, that's where you're on the fence, isn't it?
But you believe there's something.
I
Something.
want to believe there's something.
Oh, right, okay.
There is a book by a guy called Joseph Campbell. I don't think it's the same guy that we were
It must
talking about
be.
earlier.
Must be.
He wrote a book called The Power of Myth, which I've read.
Yes, that sounds like his kind of stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it is a bit tongue in cheek. Some of it is, but he goes on about Gnosticism quite a lot in that book. So that might be an interesting read for you if you ever want to.
I'm gonna say if you want to learn about the origins of human myths, there's a great book there called Hamlet's Mill.
Oh, no, don't.
I'll tell you what,
That's like the Spock mind meld.
it fucking nearly kills me reading that book. Fucking hard work. It was written in the 60s.
Oh no!
Have you tried reading The Brief History of Time and understanding it implicitly?
It doesn't interest me that at all. It doesn't interest me that reading it.
Alive.
I've got about a third of the way through for about the fourth time and then put it down. Yeah,
How was it a bestseller if it was like not acceptable?
It became trendy, didn't it?
I don't think it's that I don't understand it. I think whoever wrote that is really bad at writing.
It's like that.
It's not Stephen Hawking.
I fucking read it.
Became trendy.
If it was written by Stephen Hawking, he's a really bad author.
With his,
I mean, he might have understood his shit as far as physics goes, and astrophysics, but he was shit at writing. Because I can't make head nor tail of the book, not because I don't understand it, because it's just not written correctly.
Richard Feynman's books are better written, I think. Feynman.
Right.
Some better.
Was he the guy who did Cosmos? No, that's Sagan.
Carl Sagan.
Carl Sagan, yeah.
Did he write books, Carl Sagan? He must have done.
so, yeah.
I bet his books are good.
Yeah, he will have done.
Incredibly charismatic guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Did you watch the reboot of Cosmos with Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Yeah.
What did you think?
Didn't like it
Drawn
especially.
out.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I thought it was very drawn out. It was over about 8, 9, 10 episodes, wasn't it, the whole thing?
It was.
I think they could have
Netflix?
contracted that down to
It
2 or
was.
3. They could have probably done a 3-hour special and got it all in there.
Is it as good as Wonders of the Solar System by Brian Cox?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, miles
That's
better.
good, though.
Miles better, I'd say.
I never watched it. I've never watched the Cosmos things. I'm pretty sure I've seen it on Netflix and tried to watch it.
I quite like Brian
Yeah.
Cox's delivery. I think he has a good delivery about him.
Did you watch it?
I liked him
Pardon?
when he first came out, and it's just sort of a bit.
It was a bit boring.
I feel like he's repeating what he's known for now. It's sort of affected his delivery now. Do you know what I mean?
He's that
Yeah.
Brian Cox.
I think he
He's
delivers
become
things in a way that
caricature of
most
himself,
people.
hasn't he?
I think he delivers things in a way that most people understand.
Yeah.
I think that's good. You know, like a bit like.
Not in
a
Klingon.
star. And then he's shiny. I liked it. I liked the Wonders of the Solar System. When I first watched that, I was amazed by it,
Right?
and I liked his delivery.
Do you guys watch the Christmas lectures?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Sometimes.
That-
Yeah,
they're really
I
good.
When
love
they
it.
wheeled the telly
It's
out
a
at
Christmas
school.
highlight, that. The lectures.
That's really good.
Brian Cox did a good one.
He did, yeah. That's what it reminded me of.
Did Dawkins do one?
You may have done, yeah.
Mate, they're quite a prestigious thing to do, aren't they?
Oh, very much. It's done in the, what's it called? It's like the Crucible for snooker.
Is it the Royal Society?
Is it the Royal Society?
I assume
I
it's.
think
The
it
name's
might
like
be.
Royal Society lectures. It will be. Like
Faraday did his
Yeah.
demonstration there, didn't he? He did one.
Everyone did it there.
Did he?
God. Yeah. This is how I created the Earth.
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
like them. They're a Christmas highlight. What's another Christmas highlight we've got to look forward to soon? National Lampoons.
Wallace and Gromit.
Doctor Who special.
Oh,
Because it's so crap.
it is. Don't like Star Wars, but he likes Doctor Who.
They were all watching it when I left tonight, and I'm like, do you know what?
spiders.
Yeah.
You'd rather be watching that.
Do you like it?
No.
Not anymore.
No.
No?
Oh,
I did like it for a little time when Neil Tennant, he's fucking Pet Shop Boy, isn't he? David Tennant. When David Tennant was when David Tennant was Doctor Who, I thought he was a good character. I quite enjoyed it then, but the storylines have always been weak for me, I think.
I think the special effects are dog shit.
Yeah, that's
they
what
are.
gets me.
Yeah,
Oh, budget.
saying that, I could probably
no
do a
money
better
in
job.
the BBC anymore, is there? Or never was.
That Trust was really good. About
I
the,
don't.
the
I'm
Getty
kind of
dynasty.
meh. I'm a bit meh.
Oh, I quite liked it.
What was that?
About the Getty dynasty. I think we
I've
mentioned it
heard
last
the
week.
story. I watched the film.
That
Though,
was
so
on
I know the
BBC,
story.
was it?
I know the story. You see what happens and stuff. It's an unbelievable story, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy.
I don't know it. I don't know much about the gangsters.
What?
But
Well, it's not a
John
gangster.
Paul Getty was like the richest man in the world, but basically had no money. It was all put in this trust, and the trust fed itself, and he never
Yeah,
paid
it was
any
like a
tax.
cyclical thing.
So he couldn't. He had no cash.
Right.
So everything was an asset of the company. My wife explained it to me because I didn't understand. She's better with that kind of stuff. But yeah, basically just went round and round and round, didn't he? Well, spoiler alert, but basically, did it show that in the thing? His mum, the boy who got kidnapped, his mum gets put in charge of the company. And she turns it into a charity gradually, basically.
No, it doesn't show that.
Does it not?
No. Is that how they released the money? Or?
No, they got the money. He basically negotiated the money down, didn't he? From $26 million to $1 million, was it?
It's 17-5 in the film.
Is it right? Okay. In the TV thing.
Yeah.
It was less in that. He asked for $26 million. Allegedly, he was like worth $1 billion, was he? And he made them an offer of $600. That was
plus expenses.
Yeah, that was his counter offer, and he got really mad because they didn't realise that their expenses could be like $26 million.
Right.
But for tax purposes, he offered him $600 because he could write it off or something.
It's like Facebook.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah, it's mad. It's a mad story, isn't it? And the girlfriends thing wasn't in the film. Like, he lived with like 5 girlfriends.
That was in the TV show.
That's what I mean. That wasn't in the film.
Right.
He lived by himself in the film.
Well, he had like a harem.
Yeah, and they referred to themselves as part of his harem. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
He had 5, didn't he? Some of them were fit as well. I don't know if they were fit in real life. I assume.
The thing is, that's old school, that, isn't it? You think of like Genghis Khan and conquerors and stuff. That was the time of many wives, weren't it?
Many lives, many lives.
Yeah, isn't something like 5% of China related to Genghis Khan? Something insane because he had that many kids.
That's a lot of people. There's like 1 billion
Hundreds of
people
millions,
in China.
Yeah. A massive percentage.
Don't know.
I think he had 180 children or 80 children. Don't know.
How long ago was this? Generations?
1400s, would it be? No, before that. Slightly before that. I should know that. Fucking hell, when Genghis Khan was. Yeah, he had a massive empire, didn't he? They used to get the kids on a horse at 3, age 3, and to shoot a bow as soon as they were strong enough.
Dothraki.
They could shoot a bird out of the sky with a bow and arrow, and they always released the bow when the horse's feet were all off the ground, timing wise. They never fired. The horse was always in the air when they released an arrow. They're incredible.
That's cool.
And no one could deal with him. It took the Industrial Revolution to pacify the steppe tribes, the tribes of the Eurasian steppe.
Bring those tribes to heel.
Back to
the
fucking
British Empire.
Scythians, like back to ancient Greek times.
Jeez.
They've perennially been a problem, these nomadic horse tribes of the Eurasian steppe, because they're so mobile. There was, at the time, the fastest speed you could go was the speed of a horse, and your army can only travel at the speed of your slowest member. And they're all horse, and they had like 10 spare mounts they used to jump onto, and they used to live off the horse as well. They'd milk it and mix it with the horse blood, and mix that into their drink, and ferment it.
Make it
horse milk.
A little bit worse.
But they were fucking animals.
They were fucking him as well.
They were fucking. I'm sure they were. My favourite horse.
I
Probably were, yeah.
There's a famous story. There was someone travelling to where, what are they called? The horsemen.
Dothraki.
No, Mongols. Someone was travelling to a Mongol territory, whatever, and they saw what they thought was a mountain on the horizon. And when they got nearer, it was skulls, human skulls. They didn't just kill the soldiers. They killed the soldiers, the women, the children, the pigs, the goats, all the livestock, anything that lived, and then burn it and salt the earth.
And then sack Carthage.
Yeah.
And then they would leave, and then the next day or the couple of days after, they'd send a squad back to pick up anyone who was out of town or at the market or hiding. They would literally... That's what set Baghdad back, the Mongols.
I remember
at the time,
Baghdad
that was the centre of science and technology of the world.
Circular city or something?
Yeah. And it never recovered from the Mongols.
Still has.
Because they went in, they killed everything, raised it.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, on that jolly note.
Happy Samhain.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah,
Do you want to wrap up? 20 to 10.
yeah.
Well, thanks for having me, anyway.
Clocks went back.
Okay.
Oh, you're
It's been
welcome.
an entertaining evening.
Come back any time.
What do you think of the hole you're in?
Very distracting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's like,
A lot of stuff. Right. We'll see you on the internet.
oh, not even stopped yet.
Oh,
Wakanda forever.
okay. Well, bye.
Bye. Genghis Khan.